But from my perspective, he disrespected us blatantly. Blatantly disrespected us. And I do feel a way about that. Think about this. You're courting a female. Probably about 2-3 weeks, or probably about 2 months. And she finally said, let's go on a date. Or she finally accepted your request to go on a date with her. And on the day, you put on your best dress, your nicest perfume, and roll out your nicest watch, your nicest suit. And upon arriving at the restaurant, you step out of your vehicle, going to open the door for her. And just as you open the door for her for both of you guys to go inside the nice fancy restaurant, fancy restaurant, another vehicle drive up right beside you, look her in the face, and the gentleman said, hey, come here. And she just walk past you, go to the gentleman, go into the gentleman vehicle, and drive go somewhere else. How would you feel? We were blatantly disrespected. If you don't see... Let's have a conversation. Billy Cadamarteri. Now, this is a very interesting topic. This is a player who plays in the championship, Sheffield Wednesday. 20 years old, so he's quite young, very, very young at that. Played 3 games so far, and also registered a goal, which means that potential, quite a lot of potential is here. Very, very high potential is there, which means, especially the fact that he's a centre forward, and that's a position that we most definitely need players for. But something just don't sit right with me. All right, so welcome back, people, to MG Sports TV. Thank you very much again for tuning in. Hopefully you guys are doing good and everything is okay. We're going to discuss Billy Cadamarteri. Now, the Jamaica Football Federation has put out a watch list, quote unquote watch list, and Billy Cadamarteri is added to the watch list. What does that mean? It means that head coach Steve McLaren is having an eye on him and is quite interested in bringing him into the project. Now, in my perspective, I do believe he's a talented youngster, and I do believe he's a player that would definitely improve our squad 100%. No doubt about that. Now, this is also in contrast to me shouting that Whisper and Kaim and Papi, Dujan Richards and Kaim Dixon, I believe that they should be a part of the squad. Now, for me to come and say that Billy Cadamarteri should not be a part of the squad, I think that would be 100% bias. 100% bias. On the fact that they're all playing at 3 different levels. And officially, Cadamarteri is actually playing at a higher level than both of them. Now, with that being said, I'm not going to approach this on an aspect of bias. I'm going to approach it on an aspect of morals and ethics. And not just that, just how I feel about the situation. So, if you don't mind, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much again for tuning in. If you come this far in the video and you already don't like the direction of the video go, I have no problem with you guys putting a dislike or just ignoring the video. Come off it right away. No problem at all. If you don't want to hear me say anything about the player, you don't have to listen at no point in all. No point at all. It's free. It's totally free. And if you listen or not, it won't cost me. So I'm going to hear my personal sentiment on the matter, on how I feel about the situation. Now, nothing is wrong with Steve McLaren looking into bringing some of the best talents, especially at such a young age, into the Reggae Boyz setup. Nothing at all. But more so specifically, I'm going to touch on Cadamarteri. Now, Cadamarteri is a player that the JFF, which is quite known, they have been scouting, recruiting, trying to get his signature. As I say, and this is a player that he will improve, 100% improve the squad, especially starting line, the strike force that we have. And he's playing, as I said before, at a higher level than both two players that I said should be a part of the setup. Now, my history here is you will have persons who come in the comment section and 100% are not going to agree with them. I say, not a problem. You have persons who agree. That's how it is. This video is definitely going to split opinion. Let me get straight to the meat of the matter now. All right, so Al Grimson wanted Bailey Cadamarteri. They were scouting him, and it's a player that Jamaica really, really was interested in. And apparently that interest arise again. Now, he said yes to Jamaica. And upon the day, the squad announcement day, both Jamaica and England were announcing their squad on the same day. Well, not England senior team, but England U20, the U21 team. Now, what happened on that particular day was he gave the go-ahead to England and he also gave the go-ahead to Jamaica. How does that work? Now, he's telling Jamaica that, yes, I am ready and I can come and play. And he's also telling England, you can call me at any time. Just to see him. On the day when the squad was announced, Bailey Cadamarteri was in the Jamaica squad. It was public knowledge. It was released to the world. Said that the squad announcement was done in the morning, about 11, 12 o'clock thereabout. We saw nothing. Bailey Cadamarteri, we just know him get announced right there. And probably about 3 o'clock in the evening, England also announced their U21 squad. And surprise, surprise, Bailey Cadamarteri was a part of the U21 squad. He reposted it on his Twitter page and also on his IG page. So you ask the question, where does his mindset lie? What is it exactly that he wants? So he made it obvious. He chooses to play for England U21 team versus the Reggae Boyz senior team. Now, people will come and say that it boils down to what the coach tell him and who the coach preference and all of these things. That's what it boils down to. But in the same sense, none of that really matters. Because if the coach said, we will bring you to the national setup to give you the experience and let you know what it feels like to be a part of the national setup. The coach never said he won't play. He did not say he won't play. He said we're going to bring you for the experience, which means that at some point you might come onto the pitch. At some point. Now you have to bear in mind, during that same time period, players like Mikel Antonio, players like Mikel Antonio, who else? Demar Greer, all those strikers them were available. All those strikers them were up and running. All of them. Antonio will be first choice, despite anything. And I think as a youngster, at the point in time, I think he was probably about 18 or 19. I think he was roughly that age when he was called up. And at that point in time, you must have understand that the senior players will get game time ahead of you. Now, quote unquote, you'll have persons who said that this is all down to the federation and he will not choose to play for the federation because of how the federation operates. But I do think that's just persons saying 1 + 1 = 2 without reasoning. And that's not necessarily what the question asks. The question asks is find X and then give a 1 + 1 = 2 answer. Makes no sense at all. Now, let's say the federation is not professional, all these things. But at the end of the day, we'll have a lot of senior players from England who choose to come and play for Jamaica just the same. And on the day, he did go ahead and give the go-ahead. He did go ahead and give the setup, or should I say the scouting department, that yes, he will represent Jamaica. Which means that despite the so-called quote-unquote unprofessionalism of the federation, he did go ahead and say yes. But guess what? Because England came in, he said yes to England as well, which is always going to be his first choice. That's not because of unprofessional Jamaica or JFF is, but more so because he was born in England. Now, nothing at all is wrong with that from my perspective. My problem is, on the day of selection, the player choose England and he was a part of this Jamaica senior national team. If you prefer to play for England under 19, or should I say under 21 squad over the Jamaica senior team, I for one don't believe that I should be coming at your feet again. That's what I believe. I don't think I should be crawling at your feet again, said, come and play for us. And you already made a decision. Your decision is England U19 or U21 team is far, far better to play for than that of the Jamaica national team. And if anyone agree with that, I will not complain at all. That's your perspective. But at the end of the day, if we as Jamaicans don't have any moral standards and choose players or choose people who have the desire to play, how far do you think we'll go? It doesn't matter what the situation, the case may be, players should have the desire to play for the national team. And if they don't have that desire, it'll be just another player going out on the pitch to perform or to play a football match. Yes, he look like he want to play. Yes, he'll play with the desire, but it's a total different thing if that inert desire is not there from the, or should I say, minute one. So, but at the end of the day, he can get this desire over the time. Fine, no problem at all. But from my perspective, he disrespected us blatantly. Blatantly disrespected us. And I do feel a way about that. If you don't see it that way, no problem at all. No problem at all. I see it that way. Anyways, I have no problem if he come and play for us. No problem at all. I'm just stating that this is how I feel about this particular player. We were disrespected by the player. And if we should find another player of another quality, or even at a higher level, I would choose that player over him. Any day, anytime. Just as though he chose England over us. That's how it is. Big up on yourself, people. Smash that button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys again. Until next time, MG Sports TV. Out. God bless. Boom. Outside.